All right, so the first step in doing this problem, and the second step really, are going to be the same for any trinomial. Okay, so step one would be to get it into standard form. So to do so, we need to move the 12x to the other side. And 12x is going to be my value for b. So I need to make sure that to put it in standard form, it would be in the middle. And then plus 9 equals 0. Okay, step two, look for a GCF. So we've got 4, negative 12, and 9. So none of these have a common factor aside from 1, so we don't have to take a GCF out of this problem. So our next step for any trinomial is going to be to identify, is it a perfect square trinomial, or do I have to do split or Lizzie method to be able to solve it and factor it? So to check to see if it's a perfect square trinomial, you can look at ax squared and you can look at c and determine if those are perfect squares. So the square root of 4x squared is 2x, and the square root of 9 is 3. So that's step one, to check off and make sure it's perfect square trinomial. The next step is that I need to check my middle term. Okay, so to check it, I would take these two square roots that I just found, multiply them together, and then multiply them by 2 and make sure that I get the value of b. So 2x times 3 times 2 would be 12x. So check, we got the same value as b. Now a lot of students will get confused with that 12x that we just found. This whole step is simply just to check. Okay, so that's not going to be a part of our answer. It's just to make sure that it's actually a perfect square trinomial. Now that we know it is, we know we can skip a step and go straight to our factored form. So for our factored form, we take what we got for our square roots. So it's going to be 2x and it's going to be 3. And then to determine the sign that goes in the middle, whether it's subtraction or addition, you go back to your value of b. So since b was negative 12, this is going to be subtraction. Okay, and then our factor is squared. So this would be my factored form. Then to get the solutions, again, you have two factors, but they're both the same. So we can just take one of our factors and set it equal to 0 and solve. So we would add 3 and then divide by 2. So our solution to this problem would be x equals 3 over